America today is involved in another desperate conflict. Much of the action takes place behind the scenes, set in clinics, homes, and hospitals. Many Americans aren't even aware of this struggle, so brace yourself, because before this film is over, you will visit the bloody fields of battle. You'll meet the people involved in the fighting on both sides, which includes some of the most influential figures in America today. And perhaps for the first time, you'll understand the reasons behind their struggle. Our story concerns abortion and began, strangely enough, in this relatively peaceful suburb of Los Angeles. Malvin Weisberg, a pathologist, owned a large storage container which he kept in his backyard. When he failed to make the final 2 payments, it was repossessed.
We made a decision to repossess it because his check did not clear the bank. And so we sent the truck out to pick up the container.
I rolled out there and took the box up and started pulling it up. And it was so heavy, it broke the winch.
And we couldn't get it off the trailer, so we had to leave it on the trailer because it was too heavy. So I was asked by Nick to have a crew go down and unload the container at the other yard.
I got a radio call that from Ron Gillette, the foreman, and he said the men were throwing up and there was something really wrong.
One of them fell down and hit me right in front of my feet. And it was opened up, and there it was. It was a mutilated body. And the more closer I looked at it, it was a human body.
And when I came to work the following day, I saw it myself. I couldn't believe it. And just little bitty babies, just all quarter pieces. Their heads chopped off, arms, legs, it just makes you sick to see something like that. Well, really, it's just, it makes you want to cry when you see something like that.
Starting at the very front of this container, it was just wall clear to the ceiling and clear to the sides, filled with them.
I really don't want to witness it again. Not what I saw.
Well, as the supervisor for the County of Los Angeles, we found out through the media that 17,000 infants had been stored in a container. So we asked for an investigation by the district attorney and the coroner's office. We found approximately 190 were over 20 weeks of age. I think some as old as 25, 27 weeks.
Mr. Antonovich contacted Mr. Gutierrez.
Glenn Wong is a funeral director for a major Los Angeles mortuary.
Ask us to go ahead and handle the burial of the fetuses. How I came involved was they were asking if it were possible to have anyone photograph these fetuses, and I so happened to be also a photographer.
How many fetuses were actually involved in the autopsies?
There were approximately about 44, if I'm correct.
And why were the autopsies performed?
They were to find out why, or what was the reason of the cause of death.
That wasn't apparent?
Apparently not. No, I've seen some of these fetuses, and believe me, they were apart. There were some where the eyes were bulging and some where the chest cavity was ripped open. I do remember one where I saw a hand and a feet all apart. So it was kind of like the hands were intact, the feet were intact, and everything else was more like just a little potpourri, a little of everything, and that was it. That kind of turned me.
Here we see the abortionist stretching the cervix very wide open.
Dr. John Wilkie, who with his wife Barbara authored The Handbook on Abortion, described the dilation and extraction method used to abort many of the fetuses.
Without any anesthetic, the abortionist reaches up into the womb and seizes part of the body of the baby, usually a leg or an arm, twisting and tearing, tears it off and away from the body of the baby. The baby, feeling pain, does not have any anesthetic. Bleeding is extreme. The abortionist returns in there with this grasping pliers-like instrument, tearing more parts of the body away, snapping the spine, and finally the mechanical problem is to get the skull out, and so he usually has to crush the skull in order to bring it out.
We had a court order that would allow us to bury these infants, being a humane act. And the ACLU comes in again saying that this is just tissue We want to incinerate them, and there's no need for a burial. Because if you had a burial, somehow that's going to create a problem. Problem for whom?
And at that time, I think everybody there realized this was wrong, that it was really wrong. Everybody standing there felt that way. Even the coroner's office, I could sense that they were treating this like they were dead people, and they are dead people. That's the way everybody treated it. Evidently, the ACLU doesn't feel that way, and then transferred it all into to the original container. And as I understand, it's still up in a county yard someplace.
Is it refrigerated?
No, it's in a steel container.
And how long, do you have any idea how long it'll be there?
I don't know, but it's been 2 years now, so who knows?
Although the discovery of 17,000 fetuses in a trash container is not an everyday occurrence, it is American.
All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm begin by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Kwakadash, that belongs to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, blessings, salutations to those elected is out there pushing, laboring, believing, listening all to his truth with heart sincerity. I already made a blessing election be upon your houses. All right, and as you've seen in this clip I just played right here, all right, this happened in 1982. All right, basically a storage container got found with 17,000 aborted babies in it. All right, and hey, I'm probably gonna have to use my words wisely because when you start exposing these devils, they try to strike your video down and all these other things, man. But nevertheless, they ain't gonna get exposed, and this is a perfect display of the wickedness of these devils, man. All right, and we already know. All right, having abortions is going off, man. And even in the clip, it goes to show you the process, right? They were tearing them out piece by piece, man. All right. But the real thing is that people that get abortion never ask or question or think about is what happens to the babies, right? And they say they found this storage container in a man's yard, right? All right. It was a storage container stacked to the ceiling, right? Stacked to the ceiling, stacked to the walls, fully packed up, man. All right. All right. That's why you see, all these, abortion clinics, right? All right. Always around Jake areas, Jake neighborhoods. All right. And that's just straight up wickedness, man. These wicked elites, right? You already know what they doing with them, man. All right. Doing all types of satanic rituals. All right. Witchcrafts. All right. Probably eating them. All right. All types of wickedness, man. All right, they getting exposed, man. Best believe this happened in 1982, right? And they said at the end, they were gonna try to bury them, but the I forgot the name of the platform. It was like EIC or EWC, someplace, right? They said not to bury them, and they took the storage container, and nobody knows what happened to it after that, right? 2 years later, they said they left it on a lot, but they don't know what happened to it. They don't know if they, what they did with it, right? And that's how the story ended. Nobody knows what truly happened with that storage container that was filled with that. All right. Okay. But this happened in 1982. Best believe this is still going now. Best believe they got storage containers, getting transporting, bodies, trafficking, all types of things, man. Okay. All right. This is the wickedness of these devils, man. This is the wickedest, all right, of our enemies, man. All right. And they just get exposed time and time again and try to, cover it up, right? And more than likely, a lot of people probably didn't even hear about this event right here that happened in 1982, man. All right? Because whenever things like this happen, what do? They try to sweep it under the rug and hide it, man. Change the narrative. All right, we already know who controls the media, But nevertheless, all right, this is a full display of the wickedness of these devils. All right. I want to jump into some of these scriptures, though. This is Job, the 9th chapter, verse 24, and it reads, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He carried the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?" Right? The world is controlled by the wicked. All right. And who is the wicked? Right? Let's get that. This is Malachi 1 and 4. "Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever." All right. So right there and then we figured out who the wicked is, right? And mind you, all these other heathen nations, they're wicked, all right? But these devils, right? They at the top of the food chain, man. Right? They are the most wicked, man. All right, they're the ones that's into all this, trying to use my words wisely so I don't get straight down, but into all these abominable, wicked, satanic acts. All right, especially when it comes to the corpses. All right. Of babies, man, and best believe, man. All right, majority of those corpses that was in that container were probably Jake, man. All right, because it's mainly Jake that be going to those abortion clinics, man. Okay, but they're getting exposed. Best believe it is still happening now. All right. This is 2 Timothy, the 3rd chapter, verse 13, and reads, "But evil men seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived," right? Wickedness is waxing worse and worse in this place, man, right? Look what's happening with this P. Diddy guy, right? Getting exposed for, all the wickedness that he had going on, man. All right? A lot of people have been getting exposed. When you look at the Nickelodeon, a lot of these children TV show actors and TV star actors, right? A lot of exposing has been going on in Hollywood. And mind you, this too, right? Because we already know all the wickedness that goes down in Hollywood, all the rituals and so forth, right? That goes down in Hollyweird, I should say, right? This took place, right, I believe it was 1982, where that storage container was. That took place in California, Los Angeles, man, right? One of the epicenters of wickedness in the Hollywood industry. All right, that took place there. All right, but it's just getting worse and worse and worse, man. You know, a lot of exposing of the wickedness that goes down, in Hollywood has been going on these, past couple weeks. It's Revelation the 18th chapter verse 5, and it reads, "For his sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities," right? The sins and wickedness of this place, all right, has reached into the heavens, man. Like, the Lord sees all this, man. The Lord is fed up with this place. That's why when the Lord returns, right, and cracks those clouds, that's why he's going to come down with that wrath, the way he's going to come down with it, man. All right, because of all the demonic vibrations and satanic things that gets pushed out to this place, and all the atrocities that has been done, all right, to the children of Israel. All right, the Lord is fed up, man. That's why when he comes back, right, it says he's not gonna come back and he's not gonna meet thee as a man. The Lord will come back with that full glory, and he's coming to judge. All right, he's coming to judge the wicked and deliver the elect. And Lord willing, we are a part of that elect number to be saved out of this place, man. All right, because you don't want to be found, all right, on the receiving end of, all right, the Lord's wrath in the day when he returns. All right. And when you see things like that, that just shows you time and time again why we need salvation, why this place must get destroyed, why these devils, must get put in the chains and destroyed, why we need a righteous rulership, man. All right, this place is out of course. Okay, matter of fact, right here, Proverbs 29:2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Right now, the wicked are in authority. The wicked, all right, run the world. All right. So therefore, the world is completely out of course. Everything that they do and push and promote is contrary to what, all right, Yahweh Shema Shah ordained, man. They constantly are going toe to toe against the Lord, man. Everything they do is goes against the scriptures, man. All right, consistently pushing out wickedness, abominations. All right, this place is completely done for, man. And we hear, all right, of accounts like these or stories like these or events like these that happen, man, it just vexes your spirits and makes you want to get out of this place more and more and more. Okay, we need salvation, man, right? This place is not our rest. Look at how defiled and wicked this place is, man. All right, but hey, I'll wrap it up with that. Lord will, this was edifying unto the elect of Israel. With that being said, I'll give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Kwakadash, that belongs to the elders and apostles of great millstone well. Peace, blessing, salutations to the elect that is out there pushing, laboring, believing, and listening to his truth with all sincerity. Until next time, Shalom, in a ball, Kwame Yasharallah, Shalom.